Welcome back, and we are doing 45 to 60 minutes of live side split stretching. We do this every single day to practice consistency, to build a little bit of community, and to hopefully make a whole bunch of progress in our hips and in our splits. I am incredibly stiff and cold right now, so we are going to warm up together. The first thing I'm going to do is called the hip cars. Hip cars are all about taking your legs to your hip and moving them through a full range of motion using your muscle power. So let's get to it. I'll explain as we go. We're going to start by lifting this knee as high as possible, directly in front of us. You get to, I guess, enjoy the really dark shadow because iPhones can't process all this light behind me and make it look nice. From here, we're going to open up this hip directly to the side. Then we're going to rotate the leg up, like so. I want you to get to horizontal first, and then keep going. Go, 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 go. Bring that ankle up, 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 up. And then bring the leg down and back. Flex the hamstrings, flex the glutes, pull this leg back towards behind you. And we got 1 rep. We're gonna do 10 of these on the left side, 10 of these on the right side, and then we'll have half of our hip cars done. All right, let's go. High knee, bring that knee up directly in front of you. Open up that hip directly to the side. Rotate the legs so that the ankle is as high as the knee is horizontal. Then keep on going. Bring the ankle up, 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 up. Oh. Then from there, go back. Bring the leg down and back so that the knee is right behind you. Flex the hamstrings, flex the glutes. Pull it back. 1. High knee. Open. Ankle up some more. Down and back. 2. Open, ankle, down and back. 3, open, ankle, down and back. 4, open, ankle, down and back. 5, open, ankle, down and back. 6, open, ankle, down and back. 7, open, ankle, down and back. 8, open, ankle, down and back. 9, open, ankle, down and back. 10, open, ankle, down and back. Ooh. That is hip car on one side. Let's give a second to shake out and relax one hip and get right into the other. Let's go. High knee, open, ankle up, down and back. High knee, open, ankle up, down and back. If you're a little bit off balance, feel free to grab something, hold on to something, maybe not a window, and help you focus on the movement and not trying to get stable. All right? High knee, open, ankle up, down and back. I think that's 3. Open, ankle up, down and back. High knee, open, ankle up, down and back. I think that's 5. Down and back. 6, open, ankle up, down and back. 7, open, ankle up, down and back. 8, open, ankle up, down and back. Knee, open, ankle up, down and back. Last one, high knee, open, ankle up, down and back. And we've got half our hip cars. If your legs are feeling kind of tired right now, they're not moving super well, that's okay. We got 2 more rounds of hip cars, 1 for the left leg, 1 for the right leg, so you got a little bit more time to work that range of motion. Whew. All right, let's get into it. We're gonna go in reverse now, and in reverse we're doing the same major points that we're trying to hit, but the order is going to be a little bit different. From this standing position, start by bringing the leg back, flex the hamstrings, flex the glutes, pull this hip flexor back. Try to not put a whole bunch of pressure into the low back, so we're trying to keep this in a nice position where you're not putting a whole lot of pressure right here when you lift the leg back. And it might help to activate the core a little bit, flex your abs, show them off, and bring the leg back. From here, you might feel a little bit more of a stretch here. I feel that your glutes are really tense because they're trying to control and keep the core tight. All right. From here, we're lifting our leg up directly to the side, rotating the ankle up, rotating the ankle down, bring the knee forward. So back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee, back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee. That's 2. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee, back. Side, ankle up, ankle down, knee, 4, back. Side, ankle up, ankle down, knee, back. Side, ankle up, ankle down, knee, 6, 7, back. Side, ankle up, ankle down, knee, back. Side, ankle up, ankle down, knee, 9. Last one, ankle up, ankle down, knee. That is 10 hip cars going in reverse. Whew. We are 75% of the way through hip cars. One last leg. Whew. Let's go. Back, core tight, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee, back. Side, ankle up, ankle down, knee, 2, back. Side, ankle up, ankle down, 3, back. Side, ankle up, ankle down, 4, back. Side, ankle up, ankle down, 5, back. Side, ankle up, ankle down, 6, back. Side, ankle up, ankle down, 7, almost done, back. Side, ankle up, ankle down, 8. Oh, if you need to take a break, take a break. Back. Side, ankle up, ankle down, 9. Last one, back. Side, ankle up, ankle down, 10. Oh, that is our first warm-up exercise, the hip cars. If you're wondering what this guy is doing with his hips going crazy, spinning them all over the place, these are called hip cars. They're designed to help you build some strength while we move through some incredible range of motion, get stronger while we move a little bit better. And if you're wondering what the whole thing is about, we're doing 45 to 60 minutes of live side split stretching. We do this every single day to build consistency, to help build a little bit of community. I try to bring good vibes to the internet, helping to support all of us to get a little bit more exercise, to work our hips, to work our flexibility just a little bit more, and hopefully together, all three of those things, consistency, community, good vibes, helps us all work on those side splits together and make some progress. If you like the concept, hit follow, hit subscribe. If you're undecided, stick around. We got plenty of stretching to do. And I'm going to check the chat real quick. Kilmar says, hi, Ken. Hey, Kilmar, welcome back. You've got a really easily identifiable it's not an emoji. What am I talking about? Profile picture. So when I see your orange stuff, I'm like, yes, Kilmar's back. Danielle says, I can't do this right now, but I want to catch the next one. Absolutely. We are live basically at this time every single day. We started about 12 minutes ago. So if you subtract 12 minutes from whatever time zone you are in, from whatever time you're at right now, that is our normal starting time. We are live 9 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Sunday, and that's 12 minutes ago for everybody else, everywhere else. All right, we just did hip cars. Let's get into our second warm-up exercise, and that is the elephant walk. But before we get into the elephant walk, we're going to slowly prepare our bodies for it. If you have a tight low back, you might be feeling quite a bit of tension right now, right here, right there. And just going to wait a second. Give it a couple seconds, breathe, chill. Whew. Once your low back is chilled out, you'll start feeling it more and more and more in your hamstrings, and that's what we want. So keep on chilling, but now maybe add a little tiny wiggle, a little shake. Try to bring the belly button down into the ground and focus on folding forward. Notice that I can lift my head, I can lift my back, I can lift my shoulders without the hips actually moving. The reason why I'm highlighting this is because a lot of the time when we're working really hard, trying to get into a forward fold, we're trying to stick our nose, our face into something really, really, really low into the ground. It has a little tiny bit of contribution to your forward fold, but most of the time it's just this. All right, and it's not going to give you very much. So try to keep your back relatively straight. If it's slightly rounded, it's no big deal. But if you're trying to turn into a ball while you're bringing your legs and chest down together, you don't have to work that hard. It's not going to change the angle of the hips. Cool? All right. From here, we're going to add a little bit of movement. We're going to bend one knee, straighten out the other. And then we're going to bring the belly button down some more so that your hamstring is really tight. Oh, we're going to switch and switch and switch and switch. When you're first starting these, you might feel a lot of tension here in the hamstrings. You might feel it sort of underneath your butt. And that is because your hamstrings attach to your pelvis via the tendons, and they connect right into the bottom of your pelvis, and that is basically the sits bones, and that is basically where that pain should be starting. Whew. And this should be a little bit uncomfortable unless you're super flexible already. Whew. But the more we do these, as we spend a couple more seconds here, they should start feeling a little bit normal, a little bit more not awful, and we just start getting a little bit stretchier. You might be feeling your calves tingle, your toes tingle. This is often called nerve flossing or nerve stretching. That is fine as long as you're not doing something super crazy explosive, and we're just gently switching back and forth and back and forth. By this point, you might have noticed that you're moving a little bit better. It's not nearly as uncomfortable. Try to bring your belly button down a little bit more and keep going. We're going to hold this movement thing for like 15 more seconds. 14, 13. Keep on trying to bring your belly button down towards the ground while your knees switch. Try to be sassy, stick your butt off to one side and the other, and just move. Keep on trying to get deeper into this movement. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. All right, pop into a little bit of a squat. Come on up out of that stretch. Oh, you might be feeling it crazily in your hamstrings right now, and that's the point. Hopefully, throughout the last minute or so, you felt like you got deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into the stretch, maybe deeper than you've ever gotten, and that is a good reminder. A little bit of warm-up helps you do a lot more. And whenever you find something cool on the internet that you want to try, make sure to get a little bit of warm-up done. It's not just a waste of time going, oh, okay, whatever, I'm getting warmed up. It really, and hopefully now obviously, helps you perform a lot better when you warm up the muscles that you're about to use. Cool? Let's continue. We're going to move on into our third and final warm-up exercise. It's called the Cossack switch. And in the Cossack switch, I want you to do something. You don't have to do this just yet. You can just watch for a moment. I want you to do something that looks like this. We're going to pop down into a deep squat on one side. The other leg is extended out to the side. We're going to try and shift our butt over to the other side. Hang out here for a second and then come back. This is going to be really challenging for a lot of us. So what I want you to do is pre-stretch the muscles that we need for the Cossack switch. What I want you to do right now, and you can all come down into this, is basically tuck your knees to your chest. Just grab those knees, pull them in. You're going to feel some pressure here in the hips. You're going to feel a stretch here in the Achilles tendon in the back of your ankle, and you're going to feel a stretch in your calves. I want you to tuck your knees to your chest and just hold and hang out here for a little bit. While you hang out, I am going to demonstrate a simple version of our Cossack switch, and then we'll be able to do 10 of them together. All right, let's go. We are here in this position. Again, you don't have to join in. I'm just demonstrating first real quick while you stretch out your body. And taking the hands, putting them right in front of my legs, leaning forward, extending the leg to the side. I want this leg, where all your power is in right now, the heel, I want it down on the ground. For some of us, that might mean you can hang out real low. For some of us, that might mean you have to be way up here, and that is totally fine. Whatever you're able to do is where you should start. All right? From here, try to bring your hips across. If you're higher up, this might be a little bit easier. If you're really low to the ground and you want to bring your hips across, it might be a little bit more difficult. You might be able to put your hands down to give yourself a little bit of assistance. It helps with reducing your strength requirement. It helps with reducing how much balance you need to be able to have. All right, so from here, we're walking our hands across. I want you to try your best to plant this heel, the other heel, down on the ground. From here, we're going to try and sit down as low as we can for just a second or two, and then we're going to come back. And that is one rep. Oh, we got enough to get started, so let's go. We're gonna do 10 of these, and as we do them, I'm gonna introduce slightly harder variations to the movement. Y'all ready? Let's do it. From your tug ball position, put your hands out slightly in front of you, extend one leg out to the side, put your heel down, and get strong. This is our starting position. Put your hands down in front of you, scoot your butt over to the other side, pause for a second, scoot your butt back, and that is 1 rep. Let's keep going. 2. When you get to the other side, try to pause for a moment and sit into the stretch. That's 3. And if you're feeling like you're really, really comfortable, you can take your hands off the ground. Go ahead and do that. You can just lean forward the same way we were leaning before when we were using our hands. And if that's feeling really easy for you as well, you can sit up a little bit straighter, extend the spine. It's going to shift your balance, and it's going to be a little bit harder. I think this is 6. 7. If your knees are starting to get a little achy from this sort of in-between position, you can focus on coming up a little bit, coming to the side, and then squatting down. Up, across, down. That's 8. And down, and 9. And last one. And 10. We are done with our Cossack switches. I am out of breath. Travel Darcy says, is it lagging for anyone or just me? Ooh, that's a question. Has anybody answered? No, it doesn't seem like anybody has answered. So it seems like everybody's probably fine. Gaeta says, no spin rotation. Oh, thank you, Gaeta. I completely forgot. We did the Cossack switches. And usually that's the end of our warm-up exercises, but we did forget one thing that I usually do, and I don't know how I forgot it. Thank you for the reminder. We're going to go back. We're going to do it. Right after the elephant walks, we've warmed up our hamstrings. We're going to fold forward and get into the position that we sort of were doing the elephant walks in. We're going to bend one knee. We're going to straighten out the other leg. We're going to fold that belly button down. And we're going to take this hand from the bent knee side. We're going to reach across the body to the opposite angle or ankle. We're going to push against the ankle to help open up the chest. And we're going to extend the other arm out behind us as high as we can. And that is 1 rep. On one side, we still got the other side. Other side. Right leg is bent, left leg is straight. Right hand from the bent side is going to the left side across the body, opening up the chest by pushing against the straight leg and reach. Your neck is looking at that hand. Your hand is trying to go as far back as possible. And that is 1 rep. We're going to do 5 of these in total. So we got 4 more to do. 4 to the left, 4 to the right. Let's go. Leg is bent, other leg is straight. Reach across. Open. When you reach what you think is your deepest part, I want you to take a little bit of an inhale, exhale, and see if you can reach a little bit further. Usually on that exhale, you'll be able to get a little bit more rotation because you're reducing a little bit of pressure in the chest. And without that pressure, it's easier to rotate some more. Other side, right leg is bent, left leg is straight. Open. Reach your maximum. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Oh, okay. That's 2. Let's keep going. 3. And 3. And 4. Last one. 5. Oh, okay. Thoracic rotation. That is all about sort of the middle third of your spine. Your spine is designed to rotate. It's designed to bend to the left, to the right, forward and back. And if you're not doing very much of that in your day-to-day life, mostly just the slouching part and the phone looking part, I recommend you spend a couple of seconds doing, something. It could just be floppy TikTok dances. If it helps your hips move and it helps your spine bend, it could be something a little bit more thoughtful. Whatever it is, I'm not going to get into more back stuff. So I think we're going to get ready to move on into our stretches. If you are just starting in and have not been part of the live before, we do 45 to 60 minutes of live side split stretching and hip mobility work. We do this every single day, and we have just wrapped up our warm-up exercises. That does not mean things get harder from here. It actually means hopefully our muscles are working better, our joints are a little bit more prepared, and we're ready to do some stretches. The first stretch that we're going to do is a hamstring stretch. We're going to hold each of the stretches for about 30 seconds. We're going to spend some time prepping, getting into deep position, and that's it. We have 5 total stretches. 4 of them we're going to do just one round of 30 seconds. On the 5th and final stretch, we're doing some actual side splits, and we're doing 3 rounds of 30 seconds. All right. For this next stretch, for the hamstring stretch, we need a little bit of a cushion, a pet of padding for the knee. So take a second to grab it and grab a sip of water. I'm going to go grab my padding, which is going to be a yoga block. I'm going to grab my coffee, which I have not had a sip of yet because I completely forgot. Okay, let's get some stretches. Okay, I have to thank you again for the reminder that I had skipped thoracic rotations. All right, for this next stretch, the hamstring stretch, I guess for this first stretch, we are dropping our knee down on the ground onto something a little bit soft, something for a little bit of protection, and we're extending one leg out in front next to it to get into something that looks like this. Try to keep your hips in line with each other. I don't want you to sort of be so extended with the leg out that your hips are going off at a diagonal. I want you to be like this, all right? If your legs are too close together, too narrow, your stance, you might get a little bit wobbly, so you can widen your stance just a little bit for balance, all right? When I say widen your stance just a bit for balance, this is what I mean, maybe even here. Cool? Whew. From here, we're folding, we're bringing the belly button down to the thigh. And this is our starting point. Whew. If you're feeling it in your hamstrings, that's okay. That's exactly as intended. Take a couple seconds, breathe normally, and then we're going to transition into a big inhale. And then from that big inhale, we're going to slowly exhale. And while we exhale, we're going to try and fold our belly button deeper into the stretch. Okay? Let's go. Inhale. Exhale and fold. You should be in a deeper stretch. Your hamstrings are probably firing really hard. They're unhappy with you. You might feel it in your calves. They are also unhappy with you. Keep on breathing. Give it a second and okay. From here, take some normal breaths. Relax. Try and tell yourself this is normal. Everything is a-okay, buddy. We are good. We got this. We are stretching. This is intentional. And we're going to go again. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale and fold. Now we're really bringing the belly button down to the thighs. Try to keep your shoulders relatively relaxed and not super bent forward because that will put a lot of stress on your upper back and neck. And that's it. We're holding this for 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, come on out of that stretch. Oh, relax. Breathe, chill for a little bit, and we're going to switch to the other side. Whew. Remember, we're dropping one knee down to the ground. We're extending one leg out in front of us. Bring your legs as wide as you need to in order to help balance a little bit more stably, but don't go so wide that your leg is thrown off your whole entire body, right? From here, we're folding our belly button down to our thighs. Let's go. Your hamstrings are going to tighten up. You might feel a little bit of tension here right underneath your butt and in your calves and in your toes. Pretty much the whole back of the leg might be feeling quite tight right now, and that is okay. From here, we're going to do the inhale, exhale. You ready? Inhale. Exhale and fold. You might notice at this point, one leg is way more flexible than the other for you, and that is pretty normal depending on all sorts of random things like how you sit, how you walk, how you just go about your daily life, and of course, old injuries. I got an old left hamstring injury, and it is making this stretch a little bit more difficult than the right leg for sure. All right, we're going to inhale, exhale. Ready? Inhale. Exhale and fold. Take some normal breaths. Try to relax as much as possible. Tell your leg this is normal. It's okay. Give it a little massage to take your mind off of the discomfort in your hip. And we're holding this for 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, come on out of that stretch. That is our hamstring stretch. This cushion thing, whatever you were using, you don't need it anymore. You can toss it off to the side and you can sort of casually waddle around until your legs start working again. Oh, that is the first of our 5 stretches. We are done with that. Shake out your legs if you need to, and let's get ready to get into stretch number 2. I'm gonna try and move that a little bit out of the way and see if I can make sure that doesn't connect to anything important that I can break, and we'll get into the butterfly stretch. The butterfly stretch is stretch number 2, and it looks a little bit like this. We're going to sit on our butts, and we're going to bring our butts to a wall. I'm going to stick my butt up against this wall right here, and I'm going to pull my legs in so that my feet are touching and as close to my groin as possible. When you have something to lean against, it helps your body to focus on the stretch and not trying to focus on how to not fall backwards. So get your butt, get your back to something that you can lean against. All right. From here, I want you to focus on using your outer thighs and your glutes to open up your legs. And the way you do that is focus on bringing the knees down into the ground. So take a couple seconds, pull those knees down into the ground, and contract those muscles as hard as you can. If you're using the wrong muscles, you'll know because your knees will be coming up into the air instead of going down. From here, if you have something that you're leaning against, I want you to take your hands and I want you to push down into the legs. If you have a wall behind you, you'll feel pressure in your shoulders. You might feel pressure in the back of your head because your arms are attached right next to your shoulders into your head. So when you're pushing down, you're also pushing your shoulders, your back, your head into the wall. So let's do that. It's good. That discomfort is normal. All right, we're here 30 seconds. Let's go. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, let the hands go. Relax out of that stretch for a second. Your legs might be a little bit asleep right now. They just can't figure out how to move. And that happens when you contract your leg muscles, trying to open it up for so long. Give your legs a little shake, grab them, be like, hey, wake up. I lost an earbud. Hey, wake up. It's okay. Everything's fine. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. And hopefully your legs do wake up and they're able to start moving again. You can flap the wings of your butterfly. And that means we're ready to get into stretch number 3. What we're going to do next is called a pancake stretch. I don't have a really obvious way to do this seated for you guys. So I'm going to do the seated variation off a couple of yoga blocks. That means I'm going to be leaned super far forward. In the pancake, the dream is to fold your whole entire body so far down that your chest is in between your legs. You want to go whoosh, all right? It's really hard. It's going to take a lot of flexibility. And for most of us, it's going to be basically impossible to get it done today. But that's what this live is all about. We're practicing consistency. We're putting a little bit of effort every single day to hopefully pile on the results over time and do some cool things at some point in the future. All right? So we have 2 variations. We have the seated pancake and the standing pancake. For the seated pancake, I recommend that you sit on something relatively stable, relatively sturdy, something that won't slide out behind you if you start leaning forward. In this case, I'm going to put some yoga blocks right up against the wall so that they won't slide anywhere. And I'm going to sit on them nice and gentle like. I'm going to open the legs as wide as I can comfortably. And I'm going to focus on bring the belly button down. The less flexible you are, the more you want to elevate your butt. All right? And the reason why you want to elevate your butt is because when your butt is really high, as elevated as possible, aka standing, you only have to get to 90 degrees for gravity to be doing its very best to pull you down. Your head, your shoulders, your core, everything is getting pulled down, and you're getting that deeper stretch from gravity. When you are seated very low to the ground and you can't fold forward enough, you're going to get less of a stretch. Sometimes that's a good thing. If you're first starting, maybe that's not a bad thing. But if you want the most help and feel the most pressure from gravity helping to pull you down, the closer you are to get your body to, or the upper body to horizontal, the more intense that stretch will feel. All right, that's a lot of rambling. Let's focus on folding forward. Bring the belly button down towards the ground as much as possible. Extend your arms past your biceps, bring your biceps to your ears and fold forward. Ah, man, I'm tired today. Okay, we're holding this for 30 seconds. Let's go. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, that is our seated pancake. You might have noticed that I'm just doing a little bit of popping up and down, pushing a little bit, coming out of it, pushing a little bit, coming out of it. That doesn't have to be how you do it. You can focus on trying to apply a lot of steady pressure. You can focus on contracting your muscles and pulling your body down into the ground. Those are all totally cool ways of doing it. That was our seated pancake. And I didn't even explain the standing pancake, so hopefully you knew exactly what you need to do if that is what you want to do. All right, that is our 3rd stretch. We got 2 more left to do. The 4th stretch is either the pigeon or the figure 4. I think I did some weird hybrid because I was standing outside yesterday, and I'm already on the ground, so I'll do the pigeon today. All right? To do the pigeon, we are crossing the leg across our bodies. We are bringing our hips to the floor. We are trying to fold the midpoint of our chest to the midpoint between the knees and the ankles. Boom. That's the stretch. When you do this stretch, you're going to feel the muscles getting stretched out here in the side of your glute. What I want you to know is you don't have to extend this leg back behind you. If you want, you can, And if you're already capable, why not? But if you're not, it's not that important for our purposes. If you really work on, if you really want to work on your hip extension, one way to do it is to elevate your front leg. And I don't know why I didn't think of putting the blocks this way this whole time. I've been straightening them up the other way. Feeling really goofy right now. From here, if your front leg is elevated, it's going to naturally elevate your hips, and that will give you a little bit more room to stick this leg back and behind you. So you might be able to give that a try. If you don't have something really low like yoga blocks, you can do this pigeon stretch against a low chair, against the couch, against your bed. And as long as the thing you're pushing against doesn't go sliding around beneath you or away from you, that's fine. Cool. Let's go. Let's do some pigeon. Leg is across the body. Midpoint of the chest is aiming for the midpoint of the leg as a starting point. You can adjust later if you want to. And we're trying to keep the hips low. Extend the leg back behind us. Fold. Once you're in position, we're ready to go. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23. Keep on trying to bring that belly button down towards the ground. You should be feeling a stretch in the outside of the glute, the outside of the hip. So focus on that. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, come on out of that stretch. Switch to the other side. And let's go. Leg across the body, midpoint of the chest, the midpoint between your knees and your ankles. Try to get the hips low, fold forward. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. If the stretch is suddenly feeling really easy, push your heel towards your face, and that will make it harder. 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, that is our fourth stretch. That is our pigeon. And we're ready to move on into some side splits. Whew. Come on up into standing, shake out those legs. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to check the time real quick. It's 41. That means we've been going for about 41, 42 minutes. If you're just joining in, you have no idea what we're doing. We do 45 to 60 minutes of live side split stretching every single day to practice the number one quality, consistency, to build a little bit of community. I try to bring good vibes to the internet. I hope you bring good vibes into the chat. I'm going to try and scroll around and look at the chat while I do the spiel. And, oh, does the bop movement really help? I'll answer that in a sec. We do this every day to practice consistency, build community, try to send good vibes, make this stretching thing, this suffering on the floor every day, a little bit more fun, a little bit more bearable, a little bit more enjoyable, so that it's easier to make a little bit of progress in our hip mobility towards our side splits and towards better movement. If you like that, hit follow, hit subscribe. Keep coming back. We got one last set of stretches to do, and Gayeta asked about the pancake when I was sort of bopping back and forth, whether or not that's actually helpful. I think that I feel like it's helpful because it feels, each bop, if you're doing it intentionally enough, feels like an attempt at getting a little bit lower, a little bit of a reset, a little bit of progress, a little reset, a little bit of progress. Generally, I think I can slowly make progress without the bop, like get deeper into the stretch just by holding it steadily. But it's less intense when I bop because you're not holding and trying to pull yourself down the whole entire time. So you're feeling the stretch the whole time. When you sort of bop in and out of it, you're stretching, you're kind of relaxing, you're stretching, relaxing, you're stretching, relaxing. And I don't know if one is better than the other. You're just going to have to figure out which one feels better and try a little bit of both. Cool? All right, we're getting to some side splits. For the side splits, I want you to stand in front of something that you're okay to fall into. A curtained window is probably not the best thing. I recommend a wall. And the reason why I recommend a wall is because, and you're just going to have to imagine there's an imaginary wall behind me. If you're in a side split position, you sort of lose balance and you kind of fall backwards. You're like, whoa. Maybe your butt will smash into the wall and then you won't fall. Maybe you'll be like, oh no, I'm going to fall. Maybe your shoulder will smash into the wall and then you won't fall. Maybe you won't react at all and you'll be like, uh-oh. And your upper back, your mid-back smashes into the wall and you've fallen, 8 inches backwards. But that saves your butt from going, whoa, and crashing all the way into the ground, because that, I promise, is going to hurt way more. And it's going to be way more scary. So stand in front of the wall and that will help keep you safe. All right? We're going to get a side split. Let's get into position. We're going to start by opening up our legs decently wide directly to either side. If your hips are hurting already, stop. Chill. Bring your legs back together, and that will be your starting point. All right? From here, we're going to fold forward. Try to bring the belly button down into the ground. And if you can, I want you to try to put your hands down on the ground. If you're not quite there, you're not quite flexible enough to do that, you can grab something to help elevate your hands. I've got 2 yoga blocks, a stack of books will do, a small stool will be perfect. From here, we are going to do something called external leg rotation. I'm going to scoot my butt over to this side so you can see my feet a little bit more clearly. Yep, there we go. And what we're doing is this. Rotating so the ankle is down, the toes are up, and the knees are pointing up. I'm going to bend the knee so you can see that my knee is pointing up. All right, we're going to do that on both legs. You can't see the other leg because I'm too close to the camera. But from here, you should be opening up even more space in your hips for the side split. The reason why we do this is because we need to rotate the thigh bone in its relationship to the hip bone. And that will keep them from smashing into each other, and I'll keep it from hurting a whole bunch. All right? From here, we're going to try and walk our hands back towards our hips. If you're using a stool, you might be able to slowly inch your hips towards your hands. And we're done. That's it. This is our side split position. Everything else is optional. If you want, you can do a little wiggle from side to side to see if you can open up your hips just a little bit further. 30 seconds. Let's go. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, come on out of that stretch. Oh, come out however you need to. I kind of came out in a really aggressive way into standing. For some of us, it might be easier to walk your hands forward, sort of pull your knees in, and come back into a kneeling position. This is the first time I've had not kind of carpety thing going on underneath me, so I was able to pull my legs in fast without getting a whole bunch of rug burn, and that is why I popped up so fast. Whew, that was our first side split. We're doing 3 rounds of 30 seconds of side splits, and in between each of the rounds, we're going to shake it out and get loose. So when you're ready, come on up into standing. We're going to shake it out. All right, if you're a regular, you know exactly what we're doing. We're shaking the leg, shake, 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 wiggle, 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 flop, 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 flop. If you're a beginner, you're coming in for the first time, what we're doing is trying to shake all the tension out of our legs. We want our legs to be relaxed. All right, and the way I want you to imagine starting is you just got out of a swimming pool, got out of a hot tub, your feet are getting a little wet because water is dripping down your legs. You want to flick that water as far as you can. I want you to whip the leg out, right? Your ankle is loose because you know that's how you get it to go as far as possible, whipping it as far as possible. And That's what we want. I want this flicking, whipping action out of your leg. And then you can tone down the intensity. You can drop the knee down. You can relax the ankle a little bit more. And now we have our shake. All right. We only need to really do this for 5 to 10 seconds at a time. You can aim for 10 as a good general rule of thumb. Switch to the other side if you haven't already. And that should be plenty. Again, we're flicking water off of our legs, and then we're taking that motion, we're making it less intense, we're relaxing it, we're dropping it down until we get something that just looks a little loose, a little wiggly, a little shaky, and we're turning into jello. All right, next up, we're gonna do something for the hips. We're gonna put all of our weight onto one side. We're gonna have the toe, the ball of the foot rest on the floor gently on the other. We're gonna bring the knee in and out and in and out and in and out and in and out. There's very little work happening. This isn't about making it intense. This is about making your legs loose. So if it looks like we're dancing, great, excellent. Dance, 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 dance. Do a stanky leg. All right. Do the other side. All your weight is in one leg. The other leg is just chilling. Shaking it in, shaking it out, shaking it in, shaking it out. We're trying to relax the muscles here in the hip, those muscles that are working so hard when our legs are lifted up. And again, if you want to turn into some stanky leg, go for it. If you want to combine both legs at the same time and you're going to do some dance moves, make it fun. Cool. We are done with warming up. Sorry. The in-between stuff to help loosen our muscles. It's time to get into side split number 2. Let's go. Stand 8 to 12 inches in front of whatever you're prepared to fall into. I recommend a wall, not a curtained window, but do as I say, not as I do. Open up your legs decently wide. And if your hips hurt, bring your legs a little bit further in. Fold forward, point your belly button down into the ground. If you can, put your hands down. If you can't, you can grab a little bit of a stool, something to help you. From here, you might be able to open up your legs a little bit deeper, and then maybe you can do this without elevation, without support. If not, that's totally okay. From here, we are externally rotating the legs. And that looks like this. Our heels are down, our toes are up, our knees are pointing up. This rotates the thigh bone and its relationship to the hip bone, so we can get into a deeper side split. Once you've done this, you might realize you can actually drift a little bit deeper into the side split immediately. And that is what we want. We're doing that on both sides, so both my left leg and my right leg, the toes are pointing up, the knees are pointing up, and we're in position. Walk your hands back towards your hips. Put a little bit more weight into these legs. Do a little wiggle from side to side so you can get deeper. Break the friction holding your legs back, and that's it. 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Ooh, I fell. This is why I recommend you have a wall behind you. But since I'm super close to the ground anyway, wasn't that big a deal. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That is side split number 2. So earlier, I've been talking about using props, using something to help elevate your hands. And I want to remind you that just because you have something elevating your hands does not mean it will save you from when your weight is not balanced over the thing that you're putting your hands on, right? You have to lean forward a little bit to use the support. If you start leaning backwards, your stool, your yoga block, your stuff will also come backwards, and you're gonna end up falling on your butt anyway. So keep that in mind. Let's get rid of those for a second and shake out the body. I'm sweating real hard. Crazy. Okay, super contrast against yesterday where we're freezing in the train station. Shake it out. Shake, 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 shake. Again, if you're new to this, we're flicking water off of our toes, whipping that leg forward. And then as you get more comfortable with it, drop the knee, relax the ankle, flop, 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 flop. Turn your legs into jello. Switch to the other side. The reason why we do this is because we want to reduce tension in the body. After we do those side splits, our muscles are going, and they're not very happy with us. If they stay tight, you're going to keep moving like a robot. You're going to start fighting against your body, trying to get into the deeper split. But if they're relaxed, they're chilled, they're floppy, they're wiggly, then they're lengthened, and we might be able to get a little bit more out of our next stretch. Those were the leg shakes. Let's do some hip action. Weight in one leg, dance moves on the other. Just loosen up the muscles here in the hip, and same thing on the other side. All right, I think that's basically what we need for that. So let's get into side split number 3. Standing to 12 inches in front of a wall, so that if you're in a relatively higher position, you fall backwards, you go, oh no, your butt rests against the wall and everything is good. All right, open up the legs decently wide. Make sure your hips don't hurt. If they do, bring your hips in just a little bit. Bring your legs in just a little bit. Fold at the hips. Bring the belly button pointed towards the ground. Put your hands down if you can. Lean into something. If you can't, you should be able to open up your legs a little bit wider immediately at this point, because this is side split number 3. Externally rotate the legs so that your heels are down, your toes are up, your knees are up on both sides. Walk your hands back so all of your body weight is right over your hips. Do a little wiggle from side to side to side to side. See if you can get just a little bit deeper. And it's our final 30 seconds. Let's go. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Another benefit of the wall is if you're really close to the wall and you're in this position in your split, you can actually lean your butt purposefully onto the wall, and that will help you sit up a little bit straighter. I forgot what number we counted to. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That is our third and final side split. Walk your hands forward, pull your legs in, and chill, breathe, relax. So we just did all the hard stuff. Now we got some chilling and some relaxing and some wiggling and some flopping to do. And then we're going to do some joint checks. And after the joint checks, we'll be all done. All right? So let's shake it out. Shake, 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 shake. If up until this point you've been focused on the legs and your arms have not been relaxing, add in a little bit of floppy, relaxed motion. Your hands have been holding your body weight up, keeping you from flopping into a really painful stretch. So give them some love, give them some relaxation. I like to do some little tiny T-Rex hands real quick, just to let the wrist and the fingers relax. Don't whip your hands around because your wrists are pretty weak and fragile. But you can do a little bit of T-Rex hands. T-Rex, T-Rex. Okay. Some relaxation. Sort of spin your arms at the elbows, and let's shake out the legs. Shake, 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 shake. If you're somehow just joining in right now and you want to figure out how we're doing these leg shaky things, imagine you're flicking water off of your toes, and then reduce that range of motion from intense to a little bit more chill, a little bit more relaxed, a little bit chill, a little bit more relaxed, until you got something that looks kind of like this. Your ankles should be flopping around, your calves should be flopping around, everything should be chill. Switch to the other side. Shake, 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 shake. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Flop, 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 flop. And we're ready for some hips. For the hips, I want you to do it a little bit differently than we've been doing for the rest of the day, we're going to pop into 20% of a squat. We're going to put all of our weight into one leg, and we're going to really focus on opening up the hips as much as possible. For the first part, we're doing basically the butterfly. We're using the outer thighs and the glutes to help open up this leg. Then we're going to do the opposite. We're going to bring the leg in as much as we can. Notice the rest of the body isn't moving. Almost all of the movement is coming from right here where the thigh bone connects to the hip bone. We're going to do 5 of these. All right, so open. Bring it in. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Open. Open, 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 open. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Open. Open, 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 open. Bring it in, 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 bring it in. Open. Open, 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 open. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. In. Out, 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 out. In. Out, 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 out. I don't know how many that was. I feel like that was about 5. We're going to move on. Other leg. 20% of a squat. Most of your weight is in this leg. This leg is doing the in and out thing, all right? Flex those glutes, flex those thighs, bring it out, open it up. Now, bring it in. Again, the rest of the body is not moving too much. Almost all of it is coming from where this thigh bone connects to the hip. Out, out, out. In. Out, out, out. In. Out, 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 out. In. It's 3. Out, 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 out. 4. In. Out, 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 out. Last one. In. Out, 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 out. Oh. If your hips are tired now, because they were working real hard, do a little dance. Shake them out. Relax them. And, again, turn them into dance moves. We're here just trying to make fitness, make stretching, make all the stuff that we do a little bit more fun, a little bit more bearable. So if you want to turn it into a dance, want to move, have fun, I forgot what I was going to do, this. Add it in, make it fun. All right, that is our hip relaxy stuff. Let's do a couple of joint checks and we're going to be all done. All right, we're going to pop into, no, we're not. We're going to do some hip circles. Whew. We're going to sort of lean and have our hips move against the other. I don't know what I'm saying. We're doing hip circles. Feel the stretch. Your head is moving one direction, your hips are moving the other direction. That's what I was trying to say. I couldn't think of the words. Feel the stretch around the hips. You might feel it a little bit in the core as well. And when I do the side splits, I feel a lot of extra tension here in the sides of the hips. So if you have something similar, spend a little bit of time, let those muscles relax a little bit. Or if you got something different, let those muscles relax a little bit. From here, we're going to do a quick high knee. If your high knees are struggling right now, you'll know right away. And you can focus on that a little bit. Then we're going to pop into a squat. We are going to try to fold our chest down to our thighs. We're going to try and bring our knees forward. We're going to try and feel that stretch in the Achilles tendon, in the calves. We're going to feel our toes working really hard to keep us balanced because we're leaning pretty far forward. And from here, you might need to hold on to something for a little bit of extra balance support. I want you to do a couple of calf raises. Come on up. 2 and 3. If you're able to, make all those muscles work together, make all those joints work together, stay stable, do some calf raises, put pressure on your toes, on your feet, on your ankles, on your calves, on your knee, on your hip. And is there anything else? Yeah, all of those things. Then that means your basic movement patterns are working well together and you're probably good to go. All right, so thank you so much, everybody, for coming in, practicing consistency with me today, doing a little bit of fitness and mobility work. Again, we do this every single day at 9 p.m. Eastern, which means we started an hour and 3 minutes ago. We do this every day to practice consistency, to build a little bit of community, because it is hard to show up on the floor, get into stretchy positions like this, and just be like, ow, why am I doing this? And hopefully, with a little bit of online with the live, we're able to make it a little bit more fun, a little bit more engaging, a little bit less suffery. That's not a word, but that's okay. You know what I mean. I try to bring good vibes to the internet. I hope you enjoyed those good vibes, and I hope those good vibes help you focus a little bit more on making progress and a little less on the suffering. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed the exercises, and I hope to see you again soon. Again, we do this live every single day at 9 p.m. Eastern, so feel free to hop on back in, hit follow, hit subscribe, click all those buttons, make sure that you are here tomorrow. Cool. All right. It's been a while since I've come back to the phones, to the devices to check the chat. So I'm going to get my butt over and do some Q&A, looking at the chat, responding. If you have any questions that you have thrown into the chat at some point earlier, just throw it back into the chat and I'll be able to see a little bit easier. Whew. On YouTube, we got compliment from Danny_female. Amazing stretching. Thumbs up. Thank you. Queen RR says, hello, I definitely needed this today. Loved it. Okay. I am scrolling real fast over on TikTok, seeing where the chat started. I'm all the way at the top, so if I'm responding to things you've never seen before, that's because I'm all the way at the top of the chat. Che says, hello. Welcome back, Che. Eli says, right on time. Lovely. V says, hello all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Guy that says, we inside. Travel with Roxy says, hello, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for coming in, letting us know you're here, and sending the good vibes. Eli says, awesome. Oh, Travel with Roxy asked about lag. So yeah, in the comments, let me know, or in the chat, let me know if you guys had some laggy moments. I think the Wi-Fi here is not super fast, or not very fast at all. So if it is causing some issues with the upload, let me know, and I will do my best to address it, maybe with a better cellular plan. Danielle says, I can't do this right now, but I will catch the next one. Again, we have a live every single day at 9 p.m. Eastern, and we do this every day. I got one comment from V that says, oh, one side is lagging, but getting better. One side is lagging, but getting, is like half the screen lagging? Like one side is just not flowing? If you're still on. Gaeta says, at Travel with Roxy, yes, frowning face. Oh no, okay, so a lot of people are experiencing like that. Is a bummer. Wendy G. Strickland says, what are you doing? Tai Chi? Followed up by Chuck Cananto. No, we are not doing Tai Chi. We're doing a bit of stretching. And there is a bunch of movements that are similar across Tai Chi and across yoga that we do. And that's because good movement is probably not original. Hold on. I am lagging really hard. The TikTok app has tried to give me a puzzle to solve, and now the puzzle has glitched, and now it's just a black screen. And it is the type of black screen where, oh, there we go, boom. It refreshed. I have another puzzle to solve, and I keep on failing the puzzle. How can my fingers be so bad? Boom. All right, done. Welcome. Oh, Wendy says, welcome. This is a stretching follow-along workout session. Great for lower body mobility. Yes, absolutely. That is what we do. Wendy asks, does this help with sciatic nerves? It probably doesn't. I think as a general rule of thumb, maybe you should decide that it doesn't help you. And you have to confirm that it does before you join. And I think technically certain things might be helpful, but those nerves might react to a whole bunch of different things, and you might have a whole bunch of other stuff going on with your back that's not just purely sciatica by itself. So I think the real only solution for you to find out if it impacts your nerves is doing a gentle little bit of a stretch, a version of the things that we're doing, seeing if it is negatively impacting you, and going, nope, not doing any of that. I hope that helps. I know it's not really much of a good answer because I can't tell you what's going to hurt or not hurt, what's going to help and what's not going to help based on your situation. For general health and fitness, most of the stretches we do are going to make you move a little bit better, train some range of motion that your body should be able to do, and hopefully that is what you'll find. All right, Gayeta asked about the no spinny thing. We fixed that, got the spinny stuff in afterwards. Maverick asked, how old are you? I am in my early 30s. All right, scrolling down. Eddie 702 says, "Fantastic content, bro. Thanks, I appreciate it." All right, where we at? I'm scrolling back down. Scrolling that down. Please do a boat pose. I don't know what a boat pose is, so I'll take a screenshot and I'll make sure to look it up, and if it's relevant, I might add it in. I'm scrolling. Oh, it's the bop movement. Okay, cool. Now I'm pretty much at the bottom. Almost there. Hold on. What? What's going on? When I scroll too fast on TikTok, it just assumes I'm trying to go even further away, and then it doesn't help me because it teleports to another part of the chat, and I gotta scroll back. Guy, this says, "Thank you, Ken. See you tomorrow. Good job, everyone." Sending hearts. Thank you, Gayeta, for sending good vibes, sending good energy, sending support to the chat. Kilmar says, "Thanks, Ken. Bye." Okay. B Cali 805 says, "On the split, putting body weight okay. Is that the point?" Yes. The goal of the split is to slowly add more and more weight into your hips. At some point, it might not be enough, but for most of us at the very beginning stages, when you're doing the split, you have your hands down like so. Some of your body weight is in your arms, some of it is in your legs. And part of the reason why we rotate the legs so that the toes are pointing up, the knees are pointing up, so that we can sit back, is so that we can get more of our body weight right above our legs, put a little bit more pressure into the stretch, and get a little bit more out of that side split. If this is too intense for you, you can definitely keep your hands a little bit further in front of you, and that will take a little bit of the body weight pressure off of your legs, put it more into your arms. So yes, it's definitely okay to have some body weight helping push you into your split, into your legs, and that's exactly what we want. Kilmar says, "Stay healthy, everyone. Monday, Thursday, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern." Oh, Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Yes. We do the lives Monday through Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern, actually. And then on Saturday and Sundays, we have bonus lives at 9 a.m. Eastern. And yeah, Monday through Sunday, 9. Guy, this says there was lag, but I have to close TikTok and come back. Okay, so once you came back, it was a little bit more smooth. Is that what you're saying, Gaeta? I think she meant one side of her body. One side of her body was laggy. I don't know. I'm confused. Che says yes. Okay, so we definitely had like. I'm gonna figure out if that is something we can fix relatively easily for tomorrow. Alex says, "Ken, hope Japan and the food are all amazing. Must try Wagyu from Matsuaka. Okay, I will look into that. Thanks, Alec. I appreciate it. Alec always sending in food things. You must be a real foodie. B Cali805 says, "Thanks, that helped." And she said, and also said, "Also no lag on my end." Okay, questionable, confusing. I'm gonna check up on the internet anyway, and hopefully we'll have this result for tomorrow. With that, we are all done with the comments in the chat. So I think it's time for me to wrap up. Thank you everybody for coming in, practicing consistency, working on our side splits, that hip mobility today. I hope you feel a little bit looser. You feel like you're moving a little bit better. And I hope you get to relax now and enjoy some time before bed. Thank you everybody for coming in. I hope to see you tomorrow. Again, hit follow, hit subscribe. We do lives every single day at 9 p.m. Eastern. Whew, bye. Closing out.